Hello, hello, hello. Look at my awesome new background, you guys. Isn't this sweet? I just I just found this feature. I don't know if it's new or not, but anyways, I told it to give me a background with rainbows and unicorns. So, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Stephanie and I am clearly like super goofy and weird and random. And if that is your vibe, stick around, make sure you subscribe and hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see and hear today. Um, Today is another budgeting vlog. I did not do a recap of February. And even though today is March 22nd, we're just gonna do it anyway. And we're also gonna talk about March so far. Um, this month and last month are really different than normal because I got my tax returns. I received my federal last month in February, and then I received my state in March. And I did receive quite a bit, but here comes Lily. Yep, you need to get down. Um, but yeah, I did receive quite a bit, and the only reason why is because I did not make much last year. So, I just want to give that disclaimer. Don't be jealous because, okay, now I'm glowing like I'm a ghost or like I'm an angel or something with this background. Okay, that's more normal. Um, Sorry, I keep getting distracted. But yeah, so please don't be jealous. I wanted to give that disclaimer because um, people are obviously very nosy when it comes to money. Otherwise, these types of videos would not do very well. Um, but I think there are a lot of assumptions when it comes to taxes and, single moms are ruining America and taking everyone's tax money. No, that's not true. I would much rather get paid six figures again and owe the government than make 23,000 and get more back. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it doesn't end up being a better situation just because you're getting a bigger tax return. So I just want to give out that disclaimer. I am very happy though, like with my situation, even though I'm making less than I've made in a very long time. I am, and I'm talking about like obviously my full-time job and everything like that, but I am very satisfied with like the work that I'm doing, and I love the people that I work with, and I feel like we're finally like in a better place than we've been the last couple of years. Obviously it was very chaotic last year, quitting my job, the year before that getting laid off from my job. Um Moving back in with my parents, like it's just been a roller coaster, and it's really nice to finally have some stability. So thank you to those of you who have like been here with me along this journey. I feel like things are finally looking up, and I'm really happy and excited about that. So thank you so much. Okay, so we are going to get started here. And I am gonna go ahead and share my screen. And like I said, we're gonna go through February and March. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up. Okay. Well, this is awkward. I'm not finding it. So okay, let me pause it. I swear I am not that old, but I'm going to pause the recording. Okay, my browser was still on the Zoom screen. That's why I was confused. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and share my budgets. As always, I did not create this spreadsheet. This was created by someone else. I purchased it from Etsy, so I can't take credit for it. There is another spreadsheet that I do or that I did create on my own, that I'm going to share, but this one I did not, and I always link to it, so I'll try to remember to link to it below. It's like $3, and it's literally changed my life. I started budgeting for the first time in August of 2023 after I got laid off from my job in March of that year, I really had to start getting serious about my future. And I wish I had done it sooner, but better late than never. So, we're all just doing the best that we can. So we need to give each other grace and ourselves grace and just keep learning through the process and keep evolving and growing and all of that. So no regrets, but we're moving forward. And so this is February. So if you're new here, every month I go through everything that I made and spent the month before. And is it oversharing? Is it inappropriate? Sure, whatever. But some people really enjoy this type of content. Some people really need this type of content if they're in a similar situation. I know for me, I love when other creators show the real numbers because I feel like it makes me feel less alone. And most people are not making as much money as you think they are. So I think it's very, there's a lot of solidarity in sharing stuff like this. And so, if this is something that you judge that people want to share, maybe look inside yourself and ask yourself if you're actually judging yourself for not being willing to share. Because I believe as women, as queer people, as marginalized people, I think it's really important to have these discussions because a lot of things need to change and it's not going to change unless we talk about it. So, anyways, I did not mean to get all political on you, but there's that. Okay, so this is February. And so like I said, I did receive my federal tax return in February. And so that is on here under income. I have several streams of income, and some of these streams of income are just for my son, but I just have it lumped in here for the sake of, he's a minor, so obviously like I'm handling that money. And so that's like added in here too, like side hustles, if I sell something on Facebook Marketplace, different things like that. So that is all in here. If I get gifts, if someone gives me cash for my birthday, that's going to go in here, everything. So this number here is what I expect to get every month. Like you know, this is my full-time job, my part-time job, child support, like stuff like that. That's like going to go in here. This is what I expect to receive every month. And this is what I actually received in February, which is literally 10,000 more than what was expected, which is like a massive, massive, massive blessing that makes me want to cry. So, I mean, life changing, honestly, life changing. And I did consider moving out of my parents' house. And my son and I were looking at apartments because I finally had some, a few $1,000s to be able to do that. But I did not want to end up in a similar situation as to what I was in last year, which was not being able to pay my rent and almost getting evicted. I really want to have even more of a cushion. So I'm still going to be saving for another year before we move out again because I just want to make sure that I don't keep repeating a vicious cycle that I tend to do. So I'm just being honest with myself and making the wise decision to stay. But yeah, I'm very, 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 very grateful. And it just goes to show that like you can be in just the worst position of your life and it can feel like it's going to last forever and then like all of a sudden it changes and it's just amazing. So I'm very grateful. Um okay, so that was what actually came in to my accounts and I don't know why I'm like forgetting how to do this. It's been so long. But yeah, I like to go through each category. So there's like bigger categories, expenses, bills, savings, and debt. And then there's like the smaller categories within those sections. Um, so I spent a lot on food. Let's just be honest with ourselves. That's a lot of coin on food in February. And did I get a little crazy with the DoorDash and things like that? I may have, which is why in next month, I don't think I started this in March yet, but I'm gonna start for April. I'm already starting on April's budget. I'm gonna have a separate category for like takeout because I do have social life on here. Which sometimes like when I eat out, obviously it's with people, so that would go under that. But it's like if I just like order food because I'm lazy or I am tired, quite frankly, and I just want to order food or I'm craving something. I mean, that's totally valid, but I want to have a separate category for that. But also groceries are still extremely expensive. Eggs are $6 a dozen, like, and it's just insane. A bag of chips is like $7. So yeah, I mean it's just this amount is probably gonna be high just because of a lot of different factors, but seeing that 700% is kind of hilarious. Um, Okay, didn't have much of a social life in February. That's okay. Car gas, I spent a little less than I thought I would. Household, so household is like cleaning supplies, home decor, things like that. Obviously, I spent a lot in that category. It was Valentine's Day. I think I got like some new decor and things like that and stocked up on some cleaning supplies. Because again, I finally had the money to do it. So I was placing like some pretty big orders to stock up on things. Apparel, I did purchase some clothing. Beauty went a little crazy there. It's been honestly, it's been like almost a month now. So I don't really remember everything that I did, but clearly I did a lot. Um, so yeah, so you can see like these categories here. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I also want to go through what I have for March so far and like for the year so far. And I also want to like touch on my Notion a little bit and just kind of see if there's anything we can update on there. Okay, so these are expenses. So these are more of like the variable type things. And then there's bills. These are like rent, utilities, subscriptions, like things that are going to come out every month that are usually the same or around the same. Savings, I have three savings accounts and they're all automatic. Chime saves, like it rounds up what I spent and like saves the rest. And then Atlas and Albert kind of, I think they both use AI to like factor in, like figure out how much I can save that day. So it'll be like $5 here, $10 there, whatever. And then debt payments, these are credit cards, loans, student loans, paying for apps, anything that I'm paying over time. I was able to pay off my son's iPad, which was really good. Paid off. I think I did pay off like a credit card or two as well, with the tax money, which was really, really nice. So yeah, I was able to do a lot of stuff. I did have a babysitter a couple times, so that's in there. Um, and yeah, it's just it was a really, really blessed month. And so I'm very grateful, as I said. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. These are the totals up here. And then we're going to move on to March. So, this is March so far. And obviously my income is going to be less because I did not get a $6,000 federal tax return. Um, which by the way, that's the biggest one I've ever had. It's usually not that high. That's like double what I usually get. So, so yeah, so income, expenses and bills, debt, savings. This is what we have so far. I've been able to save more, which has been great. Um, and yeah, I mean, I had almost $7,000 left at the end of February that I was able to roll over into March. So again, it's just been amazing, and I'm really trying to pace myself and not spend all that money at once. So I've been trying not to touch it at all and still live off of what I'm making because I want to be able to finally have a good amount of savings for the first time in my life at almost 38. I'm going to be 38 in a few weeks. So there's that. This is my month to month tracker that I told you guys about. And hold on, I'm just moving some stuff around. But so I did make this one. So if you want this one, I can send you a copy or whatever. But I like to kind of see like where I'm at um now, like compared to the month before, things like that. So obviously it's the beginning of the year, so there's not much in here, but this is where I also add things up at the end of the year, and these are my goals and things like that. And I already went through my goals and everything a few months ago, so you can go back and check out the other budgeting videos. But it's always interesting for me to see like how I'm doing compared to my goals and also how I'm doing compared to the nation, compared to my state, because Michigan is a cheaper state to live in. The cost of living is cheaper than a lot of places, but it's definitely not the cheapest either. So it's always kind of interesting to like compare those. And I'm trying not to compare myself too much because I can do that. That is a tendency that I have. And then my Notion, I also have a Notion tour here on YouTube. My background is awesome. I'm going to use this all the time now. Um, but yeah, so this is, well, you guys are seeing behind the scenes here. I wasn't trying to show this, but this is like where I keep track of all of my articles for the magazines every month. I'm the content coordinator for two magazines locally, and this is a good way for me to kind of track the articles because I pull them together and get them to the designer. So I need to check off and make sure I have everything. So anyway, there's that. Okay, so let's go through. It was just deadline day, by the way. That was why everything was crossed off. Okay, so this is, oh, I forgot. I made a couple changes to my Notion. This is my cute little header up here, and Trey's drinking more water. But yeah, so I put this up here. We have my wonderful boyfriend, me and my son, my two cats, me, and then you can't see her, but that's my boyfriend's cat down there. And then, by the way, this Notion template is Jenna Hong's template from, I want to say 2023. So she created this template, but I took it. It's free. You can download it too. So I downloaded it and then I kind of made it my own and made some changes. There were a lot of pages that I wasn't using at all. So, and you'll see in my Notion tour, I kind of talk, well, I do talk a lot more about that, but I did end up like just completely removing probably like half the pages. Are you done? Excuse you. Um, he's just comic relief. He always is so entertaining. Um, and he's in his underwear, so I'm glad you can't see him on here. Okay. Boys. Okay, so yeah, this is like my homepage. I don't even know it, so I'm confused. Like, comment in the comments if you can see me right now because I feel like my camera's on, so you should be able to see me. Like I can see myself. And then like I thought when I was showing my screen, you could see me at the same time. But then I went back and like watched one of my videos and like you couldn't see me at the same time. So I'm like, can you see me or not? I don't know. So let me know. Because I think it would be good for you guys to see me while I'm doing this so we can like pretend we're, looking at each other and making a connection, you know, a love connection. Okay. So, so yeah, so here is like the home page and then my yearly themes. So I do have yearly, monthly goals in here, stuff like that, intentions, desires, different words for it. Sometimes goals can be a little triggering for overachievers like me. Um, but yeah, so personal, yeah, I did say at first summer 2025. I kind of like moved it up earlier this year and then I moved it back down because my original plan, we moved back in last summer. My original plan was to stay here for 2 years. And then I was like, well, maybe we can swing it like I was saying earlier in this video. And then I moved it back because again, like I just want to keep saving. So change that. Read 25 books for 2025. I'm going to change this to 35 because I am like on a really, really good role with reading this year. Like I'm definitely being a little more introverted this year and more of a homebody and I love it. Like my life is so drama free right now and it's amazing. So yeah, so I mean I've already read like 7 or 8 books and we're only 3 months in and I'm like almost halfway to the goal. So I feel like yeah, like I'll probably end up reading more. I'm not going to change it in Goodreads. I'm not that confident, but I'll change it here on my Notion. Keep enjoying my relationship, of course. Me and Brian. Brian's amazing. I can't say enough good things about him. I love him so much. He is my one. He's my person. Hopefully, my future husband. I love him so much. Um, and then I want to get to 30,000 Instagram followers, 1,000 YouTube subscribers. We just hit 300 recently. As of today, as of this moment, we are at 303. Make sure you subscribe below, please, and thank you. Love you so much. So you can join the party and be around when I do my next budgeting video. And then I did increase my ab definition, but then it kind of went away again. So We are gonna uncross that out. Oh wait, it's not letting me. Oh wait, I can just click on that. I forgot how to use my own Notion, y'all. Help. Okay. Too much caffeine or not enough. I don't know. So yeah, I want to keep increasing my ab definition, and I do have a weight goal. I do have a lifting goal, and if that's triggering for you, I apologize. It is part of my life though, so it's something I'm going to be talking about on here. And then career, 80,000 income. That's quite a stretch. My goal for last year was 85,000 and I did not hit that, so I lowered it to 80. Um, so yeah, so we'll see what happens. But I'm really happy though with where I'm at financially, and I think I'm gonna be okay no matter what. But that would be really nice. Celebrate 1 year at my job, so that will be in August of this year. So now we're gonna go to monthly intentions. So for March, so for this month, move my body daily. I've been doing that for the most part. No alcohol, yes, of course. Book and clothing buying ban, well, that failed. So I'm just gonna delete that. That failed. Catch up on YouTube shorts and vlogs. I have caught up on the shorts. So I'm just going to cross that part out. So I'm very proud of myself for that. Spring bucket list, have fun celebrating my birthday. That's not until April 19th. I'm like, when is my birthday party? So it's not for like another month. Switch out fall, winter clothes for spring, summer. Switch out fall, winter bedding for spring, summer. I want to do that during spring break. So today is the first day of spring break for Trey and I. So, I do want to do that this week and hopefully vlog that or at least do a short for that if I'm not too overstimulated. Um, Bake a healthy spring treat. Haven't done that. Make a spring mocktail. Haven't done that, but that would be fun to do this week. Maybe Brian and I will do that on our trip. We're going on a little trip with Trey, of course. Take photos in a flower field. Need to do that still. Visit a farmer's market, do an Easter craft. Well, the good news is spring just started 2 days ago. It's March 22nd. So we are not behind at all. So that'll be good. Books and Media Hub. I haven't been updating this enough. I probably should. But I also haven't finished any of these. So I think I'm good. And then, yeah, so it's fine. Ideal routines. I haven't updated this in a while either, and I haven't really looked at it and I haven't really followed it. So I should probably, work on that. But I do all of these things. It's just at different times. I definitely am still staying up too late. Like I would love to keep waking up at like 4:30 or 4:50. Um, but I usually end up waking up around like 5:30 or 6. I just like can't do it unless I go to bed at like 6 p.m., which I don't have time to do because I have too much to do during the day. Um, okay. Instagram. Again, I haven't been updating these enough, but that's okay. So, yeah, and then we're back to this. So, I think we're done with this video. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I'm going to put this up right away. I can't believe I'm posting 2 vlogs in one day and I haven't posted it all in like over a month. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to the next one. I hope you do too. I will see you then. And I love you so much. Have a happy spring, a happy rest of your March. Happy spring break if you're on spring break. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.